Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amanda K. Ambergy, and I am so glad you came to my YouTube channel today. I have been getting so many requests on my Instagram account. If you're not following me there, I'll put it right here so that you can join my Instagram family. It is growing. We are almost 20,000 strong, and I'm so excited. Everyone's requesting how I curl my hair. No idea what I'm doing. Alright, so first things first, I have already showered. I showered earlier today, and well, actually I took out my extensions earlier today, and then I had to wash my hair, and it felt so good to just scrub my scalp. I'm gonna have extension free hair for about a week, and it just felt so good to get in there and just scrub everything and just touch everything. Loved it. So actually, when I got out of the shower, I always spray my Quai. It's the leave-in conditioner in my hair. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I love the way this stuff smells, and I just absolutely love the way it makes your hair feel. And when you brush through it, it just feels fantastic. So I sprayed this in about 5-6 squirts all over my head. Then I take my just like a detangling brush. This is my favorite. It's actually from Sally's. I will link it down below. I've had it for a few years. I just love it. I kind of like it better than the wet brush, to be honest with you. The wet brush, the bristles come out all the time, and with me traveling and like packing it in my suitcase and smushing it against things, it just was getting ruined really quickly. And this one I've had for years, the exact same one. So then after I do that, then I put this Decorative. It is a blonde absolute, and it's basically like a it's for a lightened hair, and it's a leave-in kind of like a heat protectant basically. It smells so good. I don't know if you were to bottle up expensive, the smell expensive, this is what it smells like. It smells a lot like the my Chanel perfume, which I really like. So I put that in, and then I just kind of blasted dry my hair, and honestly I had like all of 5 seconds to do it because I had to go meet my parents for dinner. So I blasted it and then put it up into a really tight top knot, and just kind of like let it air dry the rest of the way. When I came home, I took it down, brushed through it, and just kind of round brushed it a little bit, and this is the hair I get. Sometimes I will put the Moroccan oil, it's a mending fusion when my hair needs cut. I'll put this at the ends before I do, you can use it wet or dry, so I'll put it in wet at the ends of my hair before I do blow dry, and then after I style my look, if I need some more, I just put about this much little squirt in my hand, mix it all together, and just put it at the ends of my hair. Since I'm going to curl it, I'm not going to put that in right now, but I may later. So those are the products I use all the time. I love them. I'll link everything in the description box down below. If I do need some dry shampoo, which I actually sometimes use this on a clean head, so to give it some more texture and to dirty it up, because hair does curl a little bit better when it is a little bit dirty. For those of you that don't know, I did actually go to hair school. I have my master cosmetology license, so one of the most requested videos is this one. So let's quit talking and let's just do it. So sometimes I will curl my hair down the middle. Sometimes I'll do it more to the side. Normally when my hair is a little bit shorter, I kind of do it like off center, so somewhere around here. for starters. If I do clip it up, I use one of these alligator crocodile clips. They hold so much hair in them. They're so strong. I'll link them down below for you. They're so cheap. But most of the time when I start, I don't clip anything up, and then I'll kind of clip up everything else up later if I need to get more into the details of the hair. I always use my Bioionic Style Wander. I've had this since I was in hair school, and gosh, that was like 5 years ago. Wow, I'm getting old. I turned 25 the other day, and I was like, pump the brakes. Okay, so this is a Style Wander. It does, can you see this? It twists like this. So it's kind of like, you know, those Marcel curling irons that the hairstylists used to use. Some still use them. I think they're great curling irons. This is just a kind of a dummy version for it, you know. It just makes it a little bit easier and user friendly so that you can do it on your hair. I always start on the left side of my head. I'm not really sure why. I just do. So I'm gonna go in and oh, and it has a clamp too. I think in my last hair video that I did about a year, maybe about a year ago, yeah, probably about a year ago, I used a wand. It kind of just varies. I've been loving the clamp lately, and this one's not like a hold it down kind of clamp, it's just kind of a guider clamp. So I just, towards the front of my face, I take smaller sections. As I get back to the back, I take bigger, chunkier sections. I'm going to kind of go in right here, the mid shaft of the hair, and just twist it on up. I'm going to leave about about 2 inches out at the bottom. The longer you leave it in, the tighter the curl, the quicker you pull it out, the looser the curl. And obviously, did you see how I brought it down? Not obviously, I didn't explain that yet. I bring everything down because I don't want bushy curls, I want beachy waves. So everything's brought down. I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'm gonna tousle it out a little bit later. So I'll show you that again. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have a mirror over there. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go in around the mid shaft, twist, and pull. See how that one I got a little bit too much, so then I'm just gonna kind of pull it through. Now, all the time I'm not gonna leave a bunch of it at the ends out because it looks too put together that way. I like it when some of the ends are curled, some of them aren't. So I just don't like the way that curled. Gonna go in the mids, hold, and pull it down. All right, that looks a little better. Starting kind of at the top of the hair, on the top sections, and then working my way down. All right. Every once in a while, I'll switch it up and go the other way. Everything in front of my ear is gonna go away from my face. Then once I get past my ear, then that's when I can start switching it up. So like, see how I'm at my ear here? I'm gonna do one more up here away from my face. And then now I can start right behind the ear, coming into my face, and this will create more dimension and texture in the hair. Leaving about 2 inches out and pulling it down. All right, see how we have that texture created right here already? And how the ends are starting to kind of like look a little tousled? That's what I love. So since I did that one towards my face, I always like more curls on my head. I like away from my face, and just a few towards. So since I just did that one towards my face, I'm gonna do the next one away from my face. I guess you could say the ratio from behind my ear back would probably be about 2 or 3 to 1. So either 2 curls away from the face and then 1 curl in towards the face, inward, or 3 curls away, 1 curl in. Now I do have what you see, like this is like my natural hair basically. I did round brush the ends just because I had it in a bun and it was just, you know how when you put your hair in a wet bun how it looks. But my hair is pretty much for the most part straight. All right, this one I'm gonna go towards my face. For my hair is pretty much for the most part straight and just with like a little like flyaway frizzes. I don't have any curl to my hair, but it does curl extremely well. So I would say if you have more curl to your hair, just blow dry it and round brush it first, and then you could create the same look. You know your hair the best. Alright, so these pieces down on the bottom, even though I do have pretty much a blunt cut, the bottom is obviously going to be shorter than the top of your hair. So I just really want to make sure that I'm not getting too much curl down there. But you do want some body underneath because that's what's going to give you the most volume. Alright, I'm going away from my face. And do you see how as I go back, I'm getting bigger and bigger sections? That's going to create the beachy wave in the back for the most. That's how you're going to get the most beachy wave in the back. I couldn't really figure out what I was trying to say. When you come out of the ocean and you've got naturally wavy hair and you've just got that sea salt windblown look, your hair in the back is not perfect. And if it is perfect, that's when you start to look like you have those like kinky curly just 2000s, from the year 2000s hair. Like when you came out of the hair salon, it was just perfectly ringlets. I don't like that. And so the bigger the chunk or sections in the back, the less it's going to give that look. Going away from the face, leaving this portion out. And I really want to make sure on the underneath layers that I'm really pulling it as I'm declamping it, like letting it out. Because if I don't, it's not going to give me a cohesive look. Alright, so we'll do this one towards the face. I would say my sections are more vertical than they are horizontal. Every once in a while I'll do a horizontal one, but for the most part they're vertical. Got a little too much curl on that end. Not a problem. Just gonna pull it out and redo it. The hair is gonna mold exactly how you want it when it's warm. However it cools is how it's gonna stay and look. So that's why I'm letting these curls cool so that they'll come back to this and hold their form. So for the most part, this side's done. So what I'm going to do now while it sets is I'm going to take my triple sec 3-in-1 from Dry Bar. I'm just going to spray some in. This is a texture spray. It's not a strong hold hairspray. It's just a texturizing spray, so that's going to give it, it smells so good. But not only that, it's just going to give me a little bit of grip to it so that when I do work my hands through it, it's going to mold exactly how I want it to. So now I'm going to do the same thing just on this side. I do have a little more hair over here, so I need to be careful with this section so that it doesn't get too voluminous out this way. So I need to make sure I'm pulling it down and going away from my face just a few more curls because I do have more hair over here. So what I do is on this thick portion right here from when I grew out my bangs, I'm really making sure that I do take diagonal vertical sections, because the reason I'm doing it diagonal is because that's how the hair is going to fall away from my face. If I do it a lot like this way, it doesn't look as natural when you run your fingers through it and let it just kind of gives that tousled look. So vertical sections, diagonal, is going to give me the most beachy wave look. The higher up I curl on the shaft of the hair, the more volume I'm going to get. So you see how on some of these pieces I did go all the way up. That's going to curl more of this than it will down here, but I'm also bringing it all the way down. Whereas on this side, I mainly just did some up here on the top of the shaft, but for the most part, it's on the mid shaft. Pull it out. That one's a little springy, so I'm just gonna pull it down. All right, so now I'm to my ear. I'm gonna do this one little piece and then I'll be to my ear. All right, so now I'm to my ear. So I'm gonna do this one right here, a long vertical one towards my face. And when I do them towards my face, I really, really, really want to be self-conscious or subconscious and know that I am leaving that 2 inches out so that it doesn't get too curly at the ends, because it's easier to get curly when you're bringing it towards your face. Do a small one back. I'm just gonna work my way around all the way back, alternating from front to back.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows, said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me, all the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me. 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 Worry way too much, got a policy. Didn't bring me luck, just the honesty. Now it's all on me, if I'm gonna win. Oh, I'm just gonna get up. It rains down on me, all the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me.
So this is kind of the step one. This is a little bit too straight for me, and this piece is too curly for me. Easy fix. I'm gonna come in with the curling iron randomly and make a few pieces curly all the way down. There's no rhyme or reason to this part. We just want to bump those ends so that it's not so like, ugh.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows, said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me, all the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me.
like steam coming off of your hair when you're curling it, and you did use a heat protectant, it's not burning your hair. It's just the heat protectant coming, like the steam coming from that. So it's actually protecting your hair. So it's the product coming off. It's not your hair burning. Alright, so this is kind of what I normally keep it at. I am going to fix this one little piece though, because it's driving me a little crazy. I haven't seen my hair short in like a really long time. So, and by that I mean like a month and a half. So it's just like throwing me off. But this is how I would keep it. Now this is where I'm going to take my Batiste dry shampoo, Any Brain Works. This is just what I've been loving lately. And I'm just going to tousle it up. So I'm actually going to go not in my roots because I don't need it there. I'm going to go in to my mid shaft and my ends and really just work it and get it a little bit tangled up, and then not knotted, but tangled up and tousled to give me that look that I love. Alright, the reason I love doing that so much is you see how it just loosened up the curls, especially around my face. There is nothing worse to me than having kinky curly curls around my face. And this one, what I will do while I would finish getting ready in the morning is I would actually just push this behind my ear, because it looks cute styled like that if I wanted to, but it's really gonna push down that curl and make it just kind of like form around my ear, and then so it's not as curly. So you can do that. That's typically what I normally do, but I like it this way. It's cute, sassy, fun. It looks girly, but at the same time it doesn't look all that put together because it is a little bit messy, and that's kind of the look that I just like to go for, the put together, not put together look. My mom loves big hair, and therefore I love big hair. Not as big as her though, but I love big hair. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys is the hair clip trend is so in right now. I am obsessed with hair clips. I love glitz, I love glam, I love it all. And so this one is actually from Target. I have a whole bunch of them actually on my jewelry shelf that I wear all the time, and it's actually a little bit easier with extensions because when you have a clip in, it kind of just like sits on your extensions and holds it on up. You can wear these on so many ways. Like I could pin this here, leave my bangs out, looks super cute. I could like put like 5 or 6 in a row here and then put my hair in a messy bun. I could leave it all down. I'll link all of these down below, and then a few of them I got off of Amazon that have pearls on them. I love the hair clip trend for short hair, for long hair, for anyone's hair. It's so cute. Dresses up any look. Jewelry in the hair, what's not to love? If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below on things that you would like to see in the future. I know you guys have been asking me for a makeup and skincare one, so I'm going to make a video of that very soon. Thanks for coming by my channel. Hey Alexa! Alexa! Next!
I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink